Hi everyone, welcome back to Blend Weekly. Our theme this month is punk, and let's take a look at what punk we're exploring in week 2. This week's challenge is all about Raypunk. We've moved on from the 1800s and now moving into the early 1900s, where the idea of fantasizing about space travel was still very much a new and wonderful and creative thing. And if you do a quick Google search of Raypunk, you'll find a lot of wonderful images that really help to demonstrate exactly what Raypunk is, which is basically this idea of celebrating the excitement of space travel and the wondrous and strange and bizarre nature of space travel, but also, to some extent, fetishizing it. You often see strong men and very young, attractive women being posed in these incredible scenes, or you have robots versus humans and things like that. So that is the goal of this week's challenge. And if we're going to look at the details, what I'm looking to see is to create a Raypunk-inspired scene in the form of a movie poster or a book cover. So what I'm looking for is something that's in a portrait orientation, where the entire thing that you've designed is part of that portrait, part of that cover or that poster. And that piece, that whole thing is important, and every aspect of the thing that's been included is important. But you can also include supplementary renders that show different parts of the scene, which could be things like an ambient occlusion of a ship that you built. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because you saw a lot of images in the examples here that were of people posed in very exciting ways, and that's a lot. So one of the hints I've posted is, well, why not focus on something like a spaceship and have a scene that you've built, more of a barren landscape maybe, with a scene with a ship in the foreground and then maybe planets in the background. There's a lot of examples you can find that will make a little bit more of a manageable project, rather than having to do something that is too difficult for a one-week project. You could even make a Raypunk weapon and have that be the poster, maybe, if you framed it in an interesting, exciting way. In terms of the criteria that I'm looking for, is that somehow you're able to capture that sense of excitement and adventure that we see in what makes Raypunk so good. And also that you use color, because if you notice in a lot of these images, they use a lot of strong colors, strong blues, strong reds, strong yellows, and it's those contrasting bold colors that really make Raypunk celebrate the fantastical and wondrous nature of imagining of space travel. And that's it for today's show. I wish you all luck in trying out the Raypunk challenge this week. Don't forget that I'll continue to be adding videos in that playlist of different tutorials, so you can take a look there. If you find anything that's helpful, feel free to post in the comments or send me an email, and I will try to add that into the playlist. And if you also have any questions, just send me an email anytime, and I can give you more details about what we're about and what we're doing on this channel. If you like what we're doing, don't forget to press the like, and don't forget to subscribe so you know when we put out our next videos. Also, if you want to check out the Weiwo What Are You Working On, here's the link. And if you want to see what the entries were for week 1, here is the entry video review.